Welcome back to the garage on Hot Day Pleather Seats. Today we have a 2007 Toyota Sienna. We'll be replacing the headlights. Now this works, it's very similar from 2006 through on, and even if it's not the same year, it's very similar on prior years as well. I'll put a link in the description of where I got these headlamps, and it's actually, you can pay certain auto shops to polish the lenses, and they'll typically ask $70 for a pair, but you can't get as pristine as a new set, and a new set is about 160 bucks. That's with the lamps. These don't have lamps. I bought the slightly cheaper ones because I'm going to be moving the wiring from this one into that one and the lamps. So, but yeah, you can't beat that really. So I'll be replacing these faded, the yellowing comes from sulfur in the plastic, and there's like little pits and hazing from just kind of being sandblasted from the days on the freeway. So the tools that you will need are 10mm socket wrench, a flathead screwdriver, and gloves. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with here, the bolt patterns on these headlamps, there's one here which is actually under this spot. So right there is under here. This one up here is right there. We have another one at the back of the headlamp, which is right here. The fourth one is right there, which is underneath this little side panel. Okay, now getting these off is very simple. You just come in with the screwdriver and pop it up. And it pulls right out. Okay, so these little push pins are removed, and down there you can see that one little socket. If you don't have a 10mm, you can just use a screwdriver. So the bolt that I just undid fell down there, and it's hard to get to. So this telescoping magnetic tool is perfect for getting at hard to reach areas. There we go. Okay, now this one here. All right, next is this one here we'll be undoing. All right, so we have just one more left, and that's on this side right here. So it's actually just right around here. And we have to get to that from down here. So there's one here, one here. Again, flathead screwdriver. Get under there, pop it up. Okay, so there's clips all along here. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. And they're just kind of friction fit. So if you take your hand on this side, you kind of feel like you're going to break it. If you pull, it'll all come out like that. Okay, so this bolt right here needs to come out, and then the whole headlamp will come out. Okay, so all the screws are undone, so this should just come right out. It's still going to be wired, but there you go. Now, depending on the model that you purchased, some of these actually have the lamps already in them. So then you just need to unplug these wires. These still, the new one doesn't have the lamps, So what you need to do is just twist the whole lamp and it comes out like that. So do that to all of them. So you want to be careful not to get grease on these either. There we go. And then here's the new one. Just want to make sure that none of these stickers stay on there. These do actually get quite hot. This looks way better. Way better. Here's the other one. Look at that. Gross. So now we'll just put it back in and go to the other side. All right, so now we just have to make sure that this is seated properly. I'm going to put the bolt in here, and then get to the one in there. Okay, so there's two bolts. This is the only one that's different. All the others look like this, but that's where this one goes, right there. Okay, here we are on the passenger side. This is going to go a lot faster. I just want to make sure, in case I missed anything, on the other side. So there's the bolt here, and a bolt underneath here. We'll get to all those, and we'll get to the last bolt on the side of the car. All right, so as we do this one here, we're going to need the extension here. All right, got that one out. All right, so here we go here. Okay, see how much torque that required? Okay, we're going to be taking out that bolt there. Okay, at this point, everything's been unscrewed and it should just come right out. Okay, so now we're just going to unhook all of these lights. They just twist and then pull out. You don't want to get these dirty or greasy, which I understand is kind of funny to say that while fixing a car. All right, here's the new one. Now, the last one, I had kind of a hard time getting one of these in. It just took a little extra work. Wasn't seating right, but okay, and then you just line it up. All right, so the next thing is these little plastic plugs, and they have to be pulled out so that you can actually fit them in. Okay, this one here. Okay, we got this one here. All right, so when you're putting these plugs in, this needs to be pulled up all the way. And just take your time because you're gonna break them if they're not already broken. So you wanna keep your fingers holding it up, put the bottom part in, let it bow down like that, and then just put it down like that. So now that all of those are in, we've just got one more thing to take care of. Okay, we're gonna put these in. Finally. Let's turn those aside, they're good. Once you have your headlamps installed, there's one last step. This is on the back of the assembly. As you can see, there's a lamp right there. This screw with the spikes on it right there is the adjustment for height on your beams. So when I put these in, I just took it for a test drive without adjusting these, and one of them was shining really low down to the ground. The other one was shining up in the trees. It was hilarious. So if you turn it left, it will come out like this, and that will raise it. If you turn it to the right, all the way down, it will lower the beam. And so what you'll want to do is pull up your car within maybe 10 feet of a wall and kind of line up your headlights so that the beams are pointing at the same place. There's more technical videos on YouTube that you can watch for adjusting them. But basically that's what you do. Those are the screws that you adjust, and it is a 10 millimeter socket that you will need on this screw. So anyway, just wanted to make sure that you know you can adjust them. So if they seem too high or too low, that's what you need to do. All right, looks a million times better, very classy. Definitely ups the resale value as well. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was, won't you please rate this video, comment, and if you want to help keep making these videos, you can consider a donation at one time or even monthly or per video. Even just $1 will help this channel. There's a link in the description below to my Patreon page where you can make that donation. Thanks for watching.